What is up, guys? So today we're gonna get aesthetic AF. Okay, please don't click out. If you're new here, hey, I'm Amy, and today I wanted to show you some hot trends, fads in fashion. So I'm going to show you what they are and how I've been incorporating them into my style. If you're an OG subscriber and have those notifications turned on, thank you by the way, you may have seen my fads versus trends video where I broke down the difference between the two with a little collab with Dr. Dre. Okay, so in that video I mentioned I never really use the word fad. I always say trend or of the moment, blah 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 blah, and then you can decide for yourself whether you want to spend your money or not on something that's going to be a little bit more short-lived or more of a trend. If you haven't caught that video, go ahead and check that out. I'll have it linked below. But basically, fads are something I don't really love to blow money on, and I tend to stick to accessories. They're a bit more fun and less of a commitment, you know, kind of like a fling. Anyways, I'm excited to share all of that with you today, but first let's briefly mention all of the trends, fads, I've been seeing. I'm not going to go in like I usually do for my trend videos because they're kind of silly and you can't really go in deep with them, you know what I mean?
Hey, that's what she said.
But basically, the fads that I am going to be talking about all stem from the 90s because nothing is original anymore. But let's not get hung up on originality, right? Too much emphasis is put on originality. Feel free to take ideas and update them at your will. All great artists take and update. Iterations of ideas are how culture evolves. And let's be less concerned with credit awards and external validation. It's not where you take things from, it's where you take them to. Yo, anyone else loving Kanye tweets? Yeah, I was editing this and I literally spoke too soon.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
So let's dive right in. First up is the bum bag, a total 90s revival. As I've already mentioned, most of these trends are. Fanny packs were definitely a fad in the 90s and they've been resurrected, evolved, and we are now seeing them worn in a new way. Not just around the waist, but across the chest, kind of like a little backpack that sits on your chest. Up next is micro shades. So they're pretty impractical, but they are everywhere. And they basically started with Adam Selman and the Le Specs collab. And from there, it just got tinier and tinier. You can go Matrix with these, you can go Will Smith in the 90s with these, or you can go Olsen twins. Pick your vibe, just make sure you can still see your eyes. I'm actually loving this one because my head is so damn small, so they kind of fit me like normal sunnies. So the next fad is cargo pants with a chain if you can. Yes, another 90s look. Are you guys kind of getting it now when I say everything comes back in 20 years? 20 is always the magic number. That's why the early 2000s are making their way back in. For you math whiz out there, 20 years ago was 1998. Yeah, crazy. The popular culprit here is I Am Gia. They're called the Cobain pant, like Kurt Cobain 90s, hello. And don't forget to flex on the gram with the pose. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Next on the list is the dad shoe, big old ugly shoe trend. Yes, you guessed it, another 90s resurrection. I'm like freaking repeating myself so much here. To me, these are more Britney, less dad, but nonetheless they are ugly and bulky and totally fire. You'll get the joke later when you see mine, but these are full 90s, early 2000s to me. If you are around my age, you totally remember crying for a pair of Osiris's. Actually, that was my sister and I got her hand-me-downs. 100% had these Vans puffed out so hard that's why Diddy had to change his name. Okay, enough dad jokes. Next trend are handbags, plastic. I brought this up in my summer trends, but these bags specifically are more of a fad. For a young girl, the late 90s, early 2000s were all about inflatables, plastic jellies, but we're almost 30 now. So we need this aesthetic fed to us in a more adult way, like a Chanel bag, for instance. The 2018 runways were getting real literal with this trend, so I'm curious to see if any of these will make a bigger splash with celebrities and fashion bloggers as summer rolls around. But what I do know that a fashion blogger's main squeeze for the summer is definitely a net bag filled with oranges or lemons. Definitely citrus. It's always citrus. Again, not sure what the practicality of this is, but it is 100% fresh aesthetic, not from concentrate. Now, the moment you've been waiting for, how I've been wearing these eyesores. Let's get into it.
In paradise up above, if you would tell me I'm the only one that you love, life could be a dream, sweet.
sweetheart. Hello, hello again. Shaboom, and hope we'll meet again. Oh, life could be a dream. If I could take you up in paradise, I suppose. If you would tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Hello, hello again. Shaboom, and hope we'll meet again. Oh, shaboom, 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 shaboom.
Attention, pilot depth.
Thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun filming and editing this, so I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to give it a like. And also, I'm gonna have all of these affordable options listed on my blog. So like affordable bum bags, affordable plastic bags, all of that, including all of the details that I'm wearing in this little mini lookbook. So definitely click on that blog post. I will have it linked in the description box down below. I love you so much, and hopefully you guys don't think I'm a total nerd. Bye guys. Trying to, yeah, school project.